and talked over and added to. I think there's something greater here, much greater.
Can you say that one more time? I didn't turn the camera on. Why? What? How should we live? Do we know where to go? What is the vision? We have a partial knowledge, you said.
Yeah. The vision is to live in the world and to treat it with great respect and extract out of it the power that is there to be extracted. And that power I'm talking about is something that comes in all kinds of forms. It's people, God people. We're surrounded by people. All we have to do is talk to them.
Yeah. So there's wisdom in the group.
Oh, very much so. And there's greatness in the group.
Would you say there's genius?
Yeah, I do. I believe it. I believe it. It will astound us, even us who we found astounded.
Astounded by
Why?
our collective?
Yeah, our collective. What have we collected?
What part do you have of it? And what part do you have of
it? My part is something somewhat just. Now, let me see. The word I wanted to find is to share. To share the thoughts that go through me and are neglected and not acted upon. And to have that type of balance changed is to have an openness with each other. And we must share that. Now, what are you doing?
I'm just looking for a better camera angle when I probably shouldn't have. I'll just put it back and I'll leave it the way it was. Wave your hand. I want the camera to try to focus on you. It doesn't seem to be focused, but that doesn't matter. We still have the words. It's okay. It's all good. I have an idea that's a lot like your idea. If you bring people together and you ask them to collaborate, the intelligence that they'll produce together will astound you.
And strengthen you.
And strengthen you. And I call that making a scene, making a scene. And then I call it scene genius. The intelligence of the whole.
Yeah.
Scenius.
And we possess it.
Together.
Yeah, but we must express it together.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's going to come out.
Together.
Yeah. And to believe in that, have faith in that.
And to work through the bumps between people so that you can get into that state.
Excellent idea.
Will you say something for me, Dad? Scene. The scene of a collective. It's got to be a place. You've got to make a table. You got to set a table. Because how else are people going to talk to each other? You've got to set a table. You've got to make a scene. You know what I mean? Like, this house was a scene. The church was a scene. I want to make those scenes. I want to make places for people to come together and make genius. But by sharing their ideas, I call it scene genius or scenius. Put the two words together. Scene and genius together. Scenius. Scenius. Scene genius.
Scene genius.
What do you think of that word? It
Might
might.
be something marvelous.
I think it's got something in it that I didn't make it up.
No, it just came flowing out of you.
Well, I mean, it came from a very wise young and then now old fellow named Brian Eno. But if you would say into the microphone, "Scene plus genius equals scenius," I'd love to hear that. Would you mind doing it for me?
Say it again.
Scene
Scene
plus genius
plus genius
equals
equals
scenius.
genius.
The two together.
That's interesting.
And just scene
Scene
plus genius
plus genius
equals
equals
scenius.
genius equals
And scenius
and genius
is the evolution of human consciousness back to collectivism. But this time,
just back to it.
but this time, not from a hierarchical, dictatorial aboveness to the low ones below, but rather than everyone raising their voices in a chorus of song and wisdom.
Flow.
In a flow.
Wonderful.
Scene.
Genius.
Scene genius. That's it. That's my idea. It's not just mine.
And let's not let that idea fall away.
I'm working on it, Paul.
I will start thinking about it all too. And sharing with you what comes to me.
Thank you, Dad. That's scenic.
See,
That's where the wisdom comes from, Paul. I'm telling you.
who else can join us in this trip?
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
How does your girlfriend figure into it?
She's part of it. She's part of it.
Does she see it?
Oh yeah. Why do you think she's with me? We share the vision together.
Where is she tonight?
I don't think so. She probably went down to the bedroom for that.
Or is there a bedroom here?
There's the one right below your bedroom is where we rest.
I hand back to you this microphone.
I like to do this with music because it seems to me that conversation without music is a sounding cymbal, a tinkling bell. You know? There's got to be a place in between your words, and music does that. It slows you down and puts you into a rhythm where you can let the wisdom of your quiet mind come through. Father, that's what I love to do. Cultivate that quiet words and space between heaven and, well, you know what I mean. Life is sometimes confusing, you know. You get taught one thing and then you say that's amusing, or it was a burden that you put on me and I'd like to change it around and rethink it. There's the sword or the mind that cuts through an idea, and then there's a feminine steeping pot of information and stew. Two aspects to every human. Hard thinking, hard talking, hard analyzing.
Who's the man standing in there?
That's you.
That's not me.
Raise your hand and move it around, see. That's you.
But I'm not wearing red.
No, you're really yellow.
There's
Red pants, see.
This is it.
Anyway, yeah,
Coming
it's true.
through is red devil.
Yeah. I wish I could kind of just distill it down into when you're trying to, and you're not trying to, when you're just being, and then you're seeing, and you want to grasp for things, and sit back. That's Scenius, it's like some people are hard chargers, they get up and they fuss and they fight and they make a lot of fireworks in the night, and other people sit back quietly and watching, and they say, what's that thing that they're approaching? My role, I think, I'm an agitator. I'm a bit of a proclamator. But I gotta watch out for my ego because I'm insecure. I like the attention that I get when I'm speaking clear. Now that's been a thing that has pushed me off of what I consider to be my calling. My insecurity requires that I ask people to see me and tell me that I'm not falling into emptiness and non-existence, and that that's not something I should ask of them, but maybe they could give me a little clue. At the same time, I'm so weak. I'm very strong. I see things clearly. I have a great relationship with the interior feminine aspect of myself, the intuition that I was born with so deep inside. And I also have a cutting, exacting tongue and mind. A marriage of the two. But what's happening to me this year, what's just happening now, is that marriage looks good. But I need to be married to everybody. I need to be part of Scenius, because that's much more powerful even than what I've been able to grow inside myself.
True. You belong to a vast army. All kinds of deep, opening of eyes, opening of understanding. It's all there. And if it's said in the word, I have that feeling too. When the very
Say that. You should. I can't hear. I'm talking to them.
I have that too. What do you mean, this is space?
Yeah, you have that too. You have that feeling. Don't get self-conscious. Just hold it and talk.
Hold it and talk.
Don't think you're on stage.
I'm not on stage.
No, but you have that feeling of collectivism, of being a part of something bigger than yourself.
There's no question about that.
Yeah.
That's something I've discovered more and more. Gee, it's a wonderful gift. It's a gift. A gift from God.
What is it about? I don't know if you can talk about it, but when you see another, when you connect, versus when you're by yourself, the energy of your own private life, and then the energy of a collective space. They're both important. I think there's a need for the quiet space by yourself, where you're just yourself.
We must never refuse that. You must always encourage that.